Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 32 of our series here on the Pichonniere Valley. I have set a worker going here on this field. As you can see, we are planting oat in this field. I am using the small seeder here for a reason. Get out of the way. Because I am also going to be using the other seeder on another field. I have so much to do today. Let's see, and I am gonna go back in. I just put this back in the shed. Probably should have kept it out. I was pretty sure I was going to be using it again, but I went ahead and put it back in there anyway. I mean, technically always a good habit to put your tools and implements away. Yeah, so workers. Holdover from the last episode, with all the trouble I was having with them running into trees and things like that. I ended the episode. I was going to go over and check and make sure that my sprayer was done, and it had, that it was, the sprayer was done, and gonna put, there we go. I always hit that wrong thing. Let's see, not sugarcane, I want seed. Yeah, but I was going to go down and make sure that the sprayer was done, and if it wasn't, I was going to, just wait for it to finish, because I ended the last episode a little bit early. No need to make you watch it and everything. I was having a worker do the stuff anyway, and I get over there, and come to find out, no, it has not done a lot of the spraying, because, yep, the sprayer was stuck almost head-on right onto another tree. Those trees that are in the middle of the field, and I should have known they were going to be hard for that thing to get around. So I'm going to have to go back over there today, and I'm going to have to pick that up. I'm going to take this to a field. Let's see, what field am I taking this to? 77. That's our one that stretches around the BGA. And we are going to plant that one today. It has been limed, but we have never planted anything in it, and we are kind of running out of time a little bit. Every episode that I see of Daggerwin and Chainsaw now, they talk about ending and how it's so imminent, and they're wondering, hey, if we plant something now, will we have time to harvest it and things like that? And so I'm like, well, okay, am I going to have time to harvest? Mine doesn't quite matter as much as theirs does, because we're gonna I'm not selling off everything afterwards like they are. Now, where's the entrance? It's up on this other corner before the BGA, I believe. I have no idea how a worker is going to do planting this, but we'll find out. Let's see, this tractor does not want to make a sharp turn with this either. Okay, I'll unfold that. While that's unfolding, we will go and look for sunflowers. And I am going to plant this entire field in sunflowers, because the sunflowers can be put into the mill and we can make sunflower oil. So I am going to do that. And I can't remember if I have, I better go ahead and start that worker going. Doesn't matter if I'm talking while it can work while I talk. Yeah, I can't remember if I've planted sunflowers here already or not. So, okay, so since we're over here, we'll run down to our, it's our rye field. Wait. This is it. Yeah. So somewhere in this field over here next to where it died, I left the sprayer. And just because I'm so freaking upset about it, I am going to make these trees disappear, and I don't care that I am not making the money from it because I can't get in here with my harvester until after the crop comes out anyway. So many trees. Why would any farmer plant these? Take that as a lesson, map makers. I mean, maybe as a windbreak, but yeah. You know, in the middle of the field like that, those are some strange wind currents. Nope, I'm too close to that one. There we go. Okay, now that should leave this entire side where it got stopped before clear. Now, I would like to be able to set this off on a worker as well, since I had done it before. It's not going to do very well, though. Because it's almost out of herbicide. How much of this field has been done? I mean, one way or another, might as well stay with this. It's going to run it out of herbicide, and I'm going to... let's see. Growth. Okay, so it's done quite a bit of this part. Now it's going to the other side of the trees there to get this part over here. Is it, I wonder, is it spraying right now? Or yeah, it is. Okay. Just wasn't updating the map as it was doing it. If it goes and lands in one of those trees that I didn't take out, my goodness. Yeah, I might as well just stay with this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the worker to finish spraying this field, but I'm gonna stay with them until they run out, and then I'll go refill it, bring them back, put it back on a worker, and turn them loose. Maybe I'll do some of that bit on that first section over there. There were some big chunks that it didn't do. I don't know if it will go back and clean any of that up on its own, or whether I may just wait until it's done. But anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to put it in a time lapse or anything, and I'll be back with you at some point after I have refilled this and got the worker going again. Well, here I am. I have set that worker going back again over there. Here I am at the entrance to this field. I wish I had been smarter. I went and to refill that, and I took this road all the way back around to the farm and the filling point and all that. If I would have paid attention, this road right here goes to our fields where we have a shortcut. Back when I had done that. Now I'm gonna have to keep a watch on this this seed. Using this on this field before, it is not going to have enough seed or fertilizer or one of those to finish that. But I have a more immediate problem because I am just getting the notification that we are out of room at our for milk at the goat pen. So I need to run up here and grab my remaining tractor here. And you may say, oh no, Charles, you're not using your Fent. Well, the Fent I actually set going on a worker right before I started recording. And it has been using that plow that I got to plow the okay, I'm guessing that's probably that seeder that I was talking about. It has an empty tank now. We'll get back to it. Lots of little running things to get done here. I did check our goats, you know, the number and everything. They have reproduced again. And we are now at our capacity on goats, 1,002 goats. So no more goats. We are at our max. I don't know what it does at this point. If you hit the max, I don't plan on selling any of them or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell this milk. I have not looked at what the price is, but we will sell it anyway. We're currently sitting at 1,718,942. It's not going to stay there long. I am planning on buying some land today, either in this episode or the next one. Depends on whether I get to it or not. Oh, nope, don't steer into a tree. Took my eye off the screen for a minute. Apparently my I just looked and my my mic somehow got pressed in closer to my face, so you may notice a little bit of difference in the sound there. You know, I talked about in the last episode that I had gotten this new headset, so it's a new mic and everything, and I'm trying to figure out with it the best placement of it and things. I know it picked up a little bit of breathiness in the last episode, so I'm trying to hold it a little bit more out to the side, and it seems to be picking up okay. But it had gotten bent around in front of my mouth, and it was, you know, it was in the red on the meter. So Okay, 53,154. Another 2,781 on our environmental score reward. Okay, we'll go ahead and drive this back over, otherwise I'll forget where I left it. And I'll go ahead and stop and take that seeder and put some more seed or fertilizer or whatever it is that it's run out of. May have run out of both, I don't know. But anyway, we'll fill up both. I'm gonna cut that out because these episodes are running long. Even when I think I'm cutting a lot out or leaving a lot to cut out. They've still been running over an hour. How it is that Daggerman and Chainsaw get theirs down to 30 minutes or less, I have no idea. So. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this bit out. I'm gonna get that going again, and then I'll join you back for the next thing that we're gonna do. Okay, this is the next thing that I'm gonna do because otherwise I may forget it. I'm going to fill this water barrel, transfer a little bit more water into our greenhouse. While I'm doing that. Yeah, of course it will. Okay, let's do cotton. Well, cotton is at a pretty good price right now. And the spinnery, I have no idea where that is. For some reason I thought it was over here somewhere, but apparently not. Oh. There it is. Just down, okay. Down off that road, not too difficult to get to. Okay. Okay, yep, our water barrel is full, so just trying to multitask a little bit there. So we'll put the water in there, and then we'll go ahead and oh, let's see, this, yeah, we'll put the water in there, and then we'll hook this tractor back to the low loader. And we'll go grab our cotton bales out of the storage. We'll go put the water in here. We'll grab the cotton bales out of storage and we'll load as many of them as we can. It might have to make 2 loads. If I remember correctly, it was like it was a thing where we picked them up out of the field when we put them in storage, and I think we picked them up, and then it sorry, I had that air conditioner going all that time, and we picked them up, and I think we had to go back for like 1 or 2, I can't remember, so we'll probably end up having to make 2 trips because I don't believe this tractor is the one with the connection for the front loader, although it might be. I don't know, the front loader just seems a little bit big for it, but maybe. But since it's on this main road and not too far away, and we've got workers going on everything, make it down here, load up some bales, and then go find the spinnery for the first time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit of this out. I'm going to load these bales, and then I'll get you when we are on our way to the spinnery. Well, we're on our way. I was wrong. Oh, somebody completed a task. I was wrong. This trailer, I thought for some reason, I thought that it would hold 6 bales, but it will only hold 4. So there are 3 more back there that we have to get. We had 7 bales total. Okay, this is our turn. Never taken this turn before because we've never needed to go to the spinnery before. Wow, 97,838 with another 5165. Okay, yeah, cotton is worth it. I'm glad I planted more. We'll see if it has time to grow before the series ends, so that we can harvest it again. I don't know, even if we do harvest it again, I don't know if we'll get it back to, you know, a time when the price is at its highest. So even if we have a chance to harvest it, I don't know whether we will actually be selling it or not. So, okay, I'm going to grab 3 more and I'll meet you back over there for selling. Okay, we're pulling into the spinnery again. And we will see, we had 4 bales last time. This time we have 2 full bales and 1 partial bale that didn't get quite completed. So we'll see where we are. 67,059 with 3540 for the environmental score reward. Look how close we have gotten to 2 million. My goodness. Okay, as we're going back down by the road here, I will. One of the things on my list is to empty the mill now that we have more material in it for it to work with. I don't believe we're going to have any more canola or canola oil because I don't think we have any more canola to work with. But I did put wheat in it last time, so we should have flour. Yeah, so we'll grab the flour and we'll deposit that directly into our, let's see if it wants to give me any more. We'll deposit the flour directly into the bakery. Let's see, looks like it. Okay. Deposit that into the bakery. Go ahead and grab the bread while we're over here. Oh, it's becoming a tradition for me to do that. Every tractor, accidentally hit the button to get out. Last time I waited, and then as soon as I pulled off, more spawned. I don't know if it's going to today. I'll turn around right here, and if more has appeared before it gets out of my view, which it did not, then I would have stopped to get it, but nope. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and sell these. And depending on what we can get for this, I don't know. It's going to get us a lot closer to the 2 million. I think that when we sell all the produce out of our greenhouse, that will definitely get us over. It will be the first time that I have hit 2 million in this series. Yep. Okay, let me go ahead and come down here. Nope. I didn't know it was still set to loading. Okay, let me try and turn off the loading so it doesn't accidentally load up our poplar again. Okay, there we go. 91,486 with another 4828 for the environmental score reward. Gets us up to 2,060,429. Whew. Okay, so let's see. Nope. This guy is still going, so he wasn't the one that finished. I'll run down and see who was. I'm betting it was the sprayer, maybe? I think the sprayer had a little bit less to do, although the seeder is pretty big. So yeah, you can see there's our fence sitting there, and it took care of that. Took care of that. It's one of the, I had to use that tractor because it's one of the two that I have. One of the two that I have that will, oh, left a little piece there. One of the two that I have that will actually pull that seeder, or pull that plow anyway. Okay, another AI person has completed their task. That might be the other seeder. A little piece here. Should get everything over this way. Well, there's our sprayer right next door. Yeah, a couple little places. See how much. Oh, we got plenty of seed and fertilizer. Maybe this field didn't need fertilizer? Because it sure didn't use any. A little. We're at 99%. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, I know I saw a white spot over here somewhere. Now there's a bit up through here. I know in the end all this probably won't make a difference. But we might as well be thorough and squeeze every every bit of this out that we can. Really? One little dot of white? Can't let that stand. Okay, now not sure if there's a ditch here. Not too bad. I'll take it out and I'll take it this way. Could take that shortcut with it, but I think I'm going to put it, I'm taking a risk putting this one on this field over here. The one that the Fent plowed. I'm a little nervous that it's going to hit some of those trees that I haven't taken out of there yet. And let's see, let's change this. Canola, sorghum, rice, oilseed, grass, carrots, parsnips, and I'm going to put in peas. Pretty sure I can plant peas this month. I wrote it down, so I must be able to. Okay, worker, make me proud. Let me move this other tractor before it runs into that. Okay, now I may need this, I'm not sure. Now, one thing that I have not checked on today that I want to, you know, one of those two cotton fields that we planted in the last episode had tram lines in it, and I used this to get rid of those. So the thing I have not checked on is to see if by some chance tram lines still show up in there, and they do not. So yay. Okay, so that plow should have taken them out of the field that the peas are going into now. I'll go ahead and take this back up to the yard. Don't leave it sitting down here close, or it may accidentally roll into the creek overnight. Let's see now. Let's roll that back into there, and I can get out. Now, I guess while I've got a little bit of time, I am going to go ahead and I am going to buy some fields. Told you we weren't going to stay above 2 million for very long. And the ones I'm going to buy, see if you can figure out my reasoning here. I'm going to buy 64. I'm going to buy 63. And I'm going to buy 67, which is a grass field. Okay. We still aren't that far from 2 million. We're at 1,746,000 now. So, what I am, let me tell you my plans, and I do need to go over and kind of preempt some of those with something. Oh, and look at this. Yay, a bunch of fields with a bunch of trees around it. Oh, yeah, and there's alfalfa in these, and it says it's ready to harvest. I really don't care. I am not going to harvest alfalfa out of these fields. Let me go ahead and get out to the road here. Yeah. So there is a fence around the grass field. And our magic button takes it away. So, what I am planning is to join this grass field with this alfalfa field. Have to take all those trees down that are between it. Also have to take all of these trees down because I'm going to join this alfalfa field with this alfalfa field. And then I am going to plant, and then I'm going to, I'm going to rip up all, after I've gotten the trees out, I'll rip up all the ground that's separating these and join them together. Then I can go and get the soil data for these, and then we'll plant. Now, am I going to have to take all of these trees all the way around this one out? I'm betting that I will. I think they're all fairly small trees, so they shouldn't be, yeah, no incredibly big ones right there, so I shouldn't have any kind of problems with those. I'm going to, nope, wrong one. I'm going to do a little construction. I'm going to go to painting. I'm going to come down, find some grass. And I'm going to take care of some of those bushes along here. This is one of the, all along it really is somewhere that I have not taken care of bushes. When I run up through there, drive up through there, I still have to go through those. Now, I'm going to sculpt that. I'm going to soften. Take all the big lumps out of it if we can. Yeah, I really, what I need to do, really I need to go back to my painting, go back down, find my grass again. And I need to do that. And that gives me, that was something that I never did. I never finished this corner. So now that gives me a, good in and out right here without having to skirt around, or go over the into the ditch here by the culvert and stuff. And, some wood here, if I can find it. and I can hide it. Now I'll get all of these weeds down through here some other time. Let's see. I think the only thing now that we have running, we should be. Yeah, we've made like one more pallet, not worth saving. We'll empty that again next time. What are you doing, car? We'll come down here and see what the progress is on with our cedar. Looks like it's still moving. That's a good thing. Okay, it's getting that up there. Let's see a few little places around here that it has not gotten. This part it hasn't gotten. That's a big chunk. All along through there, and it hasn't gotten any of this in. So maybe it hasn't done the headland on it yet. But anyway, that was the last thing that I was going to do today. I'm going to let this worker finish this field. We are going to finish incredibly early. And next time we will work on our new fields. We'll probably have some weeding to do, or we can wait until later on some of that. You know, we'll do all of our usual maintenance on our things. We're going to work on those new fields. We're going to have a lot of tree work to do on those. So I'll take my big trailer over there with the harvester, and that should make short work of it. And while I am over here, I can't really see these either. Yeah, it's another place that I need to come along and get rid of the bushes so that I can see. I can't see my cursor. Maybe it's on it. There it is. I'll get rid of these because I am, you know, I probably won't hit them, but a worker probably will, and Lord knows it'll probably stop them. So yeah, I am going to get rid of some stumps while the worker is finishing that field over there, and I'm going to call it. Oh, we are just over an hour in the recording, so that means that by the time I edit, we'll be under an hour. Why? I wish it wouldn't do these little pieces off of there. It gets to be a pain. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, then please go down below and hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not already, and if you'd like to be notified for when I make new videos, then just ring the bell and you will be notified. So I will see you all. Oh, well, I want to get rid of that. I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.